Alright, sweet. We got a game going. I'm just dropping stream announcements quick. And we'll be on our way. Okay. Yeah, we have an Agricola game here going. It's 4 players. It's me with Bulldozer, Acerbic, and Zolda. I got a pretty good table. We're doing kind of my standard style recently. Draft 8, Ox first. Here we see House Steward, Roof Baluster, and Constable. It's a lot of bonus points, a lot of good stuff. I think I take Roof Baluster. I think there's enough other ways and cards that help me get a big house. And then if somebody else goes House Steward, cool. I have a big house and I can make it to stone. But a lot of those cards are defensible there. Clay Plaster sort of helps you get a bigger house. Gives you a slight benefit, but I'm not a huge fan of Clay Plaster. It only saves you a little bit of clay on rooms, and saving a little bit of clay on rooms is not particularly great. Domestician Expert is fun to breed animals early. I don't hate that. Oh, the player boards are super off because of my nonsense. Will be interesting to figure out the exact sizing arrangement again, huh? Yeah, I don't quite know what my sizing arrangement was. Hopefully about that'll work. And I guess the card's big for the draft, though. Okay, here we go. Domestician Expert can work. It's kind of nice on a big house. You can hold a lot of sheep, but is breeding sheep a good enough thing here? I think this is actually just take Winter Caretaker. Winter Caretaker is so good for crops. It helps me if anybody plays Constable because it knocks out my crop actions in one go. I think it's better. But Clay Plaster or Mushroom Collector on the wheel, even Domestician Expert's fine. Hide Farmer's not as good if we go big house. Wow, Furnisher is very good for big house. Every room you get another improvement action. That's very good. Excavator is only really good with combos. Yeah, the rest of these cards aren't great. Sheepwalker would have been okay if we took Domestician Expert. Could have solved some crops and animals, but yeah, just Furnisher here is easy. Easy peasy. Every time that we build a room, we get an improvement action. That improvement action, the improvement can cost 1 wood less. I actually think it's mostly like really good though for building majors. Because if you're building lots of rooms, you're getting lots of grow actions and having to take lots of starts. Like Econ Shot has been saying this lately, but like when you play Furnisher and you go big house, you get so many improvement actions that yeah, you can just like you can run out of good things to play. So anyhow, while I'm blabbing on about all this, the rest of the Agricola world also, if you're not aware, Northern Watch is streaming right now, Lumen is streaming right now, so there's there's plenty of Agricola content. I was watching both of them earlier, but I can't wait much longer, and I just wanted to play a game today, and I decided I would stream it as well. So I'm guessing we're going to pick up a bunch of viewers kind of around halfway through this game when everybody else wraps up. But okay, here this is interesting. This pack has some okay cards. I'm a bigger fan of Conjure than most, but like I already have a way to get grain. It's not a great way to feed. Porter I've warmed up to is actually like reasonably good because there are 4 wood actions and there can also be like 4 clay actions, and this gives you a decent bit of food and resources. But I think this has to be Game Catcher. If I go for like just a really hardline focus on this big house thing, maybe do some crops, Game Catcher is such a strong Constable out too. We saw that Constable in the first pack. This is several occupations that play later in the game, which is also nice. Like I want to play Furnisher early already. I might want to play Winter Caretaker in the mid game. Porter is also better early. So I think it makes a lot of sense to take Game Catcher here. It's just like it can be really strong right toward the end of the game. It can save you from Constable. So yeah, I think this is just a nice, strong, flexible hand thus far. We definitely want to build at least 2 rooms with Furnisher, and we probably just want to build 3. If we find any room discounters, that House Steward's even better. If we open like a Carpenter's Parlor or Clay Supports, like, whew, that'd be something. The Constable came back. Okay, we just take it. That's fine. Our hand was drafted to like help make this easier. The only slight issue for us is like making sure that we can actually fill in all of our spaces. But there was that Hind Farmer in the draft that might come back, which I mean that's a, to be fair, that's an absurd number of cards to chase Constable at that point. Play Constable, play Hind Farmer, play Game Catcher, play Winter Caretaker. But there's so many Ock enablers in this set too. Like if we open a bookshelf, like our hand is super playable right now. Like I'm pretty content playing all these cards. I would be happy playing Furnisher and Constable and yeah, like all 5 of these are totally fine cards to play. Like Constable gives you some wood and points, or it just gives you points at the end of the game. Cool. Everybody saw Constable, so nobody's going to be surprised. We did not get a lot of the cards back that I thought we might. This is not a Freemason game. No, it's not a Freemason game. That makes no sense. It's not a rough caster game unless we would get clay supports, and even then we're not building one at a time. So this is Mushroom Collector. I'm probably not playing Mushroom Collector, but I don't actually have a way to feed. So it could be Mushroom Collector, especially if I do find something like Carpenter's Parlor. It's a little tricky to figure out the timing on when I would play Mushroom Collector. Yeah, a little tricky on the timing, but we'll see. But yeah, pretty good. What were we hoping for back? Somebody did take the Clay Plaster. Somebody did take the House Steward. Market Crier Frame Builder came back. Okay, well, this is also underwhelming. Frame Builder can help with the renos and the rooms. Market Crier is just worse than playing Winter Caretaker. But these last two occupations are less likely to get played, probably. So I'm a little less excited now about finding like bookshelf, bookcase things. But like writing desk, I mean, yeah, if we find a writing desk, it's still good. Like I could still play Mushroom Collector in these other 5. Wood cart makes it a lot easier to build multiple rooms, and it makes Mushroom Collector a lot better. We should renovate twice this game with Roof Baluster. We definitely want to do that. I'm a big fan of Lumber Mill in general. I think Stone Cart's better in this set too. You need the victory point ceiling, you need stone. There's so many wood injection, like this wood injection, but gosh, this might be the play. Like if we play Mushroom Collector, Furnisher, Constable early, and then get to play a wood cart and grow, there's so much wood, and then we can actually justify just constantly building all these rooms. I mean, we still need a lot of read in this hand too, is the other tough part. On the other hand, I'm a big sucker for Lumber Mill, especially if I could just get on Reedstone Food early. Mining Hammer is also good. Farm Store is fine. This pack's very like playable across the board. Reed Hat and Toad for my plan too. I want to build a lot of rooms, which means I need a lot of reed. Like Reed Hat and Toad, the reed comes late, but I don't totally hate Reed Hat and Toad here either. But I don't think I could pick it first. I don't tend to have a ton of success with wood cart just because there's so much wood injection in the game, but I think it's good here. It's gonna put so much wood into the game though too with Mushroom Collector. Like I'm gonna add so much wood. But I'm gonna first pick wood cart. It does mean that I need to play occupations, which is also tough because like I want to take Reedstone Food early. God, is because I want to take Reedstone Food early, that's gonna really delay when this comes down. This is gonna I don't know about this. Wow, and we're okay. Yikes. Lumen, this one, who's the third? Norton Watch is currently streaming. You can find him streaming at Norton Watch. He's been streaming like all day. It's, I think he's just started streaming Agricola, so it's cool. It's been interesting. This pack is also like really quite good. I'm not that big of a fan of Private Forest as is, and given I already have a wood cart, I'm not interested. I just don't think this is a big country hand, but God, passing big country is obviously like terrifying. I could just play big country with Constable and throw away like the rest of my game plan. God, I mean, I could throw away the rest of my game plan. Winter Caretaker, Constable are pretty good big country enablers here. I could maybe go 3-room big country otherwise too. Like 3-room big country, maybe play mushroom, constable, winter caretaker, woodcart. It's really hard to turn down a big country when there's a constable in the draft. Like, I just get sick of playing big country, but maybe I could do slightly interesting big country things to justify it. Let's go with that theory. Truffle Slicer is pretty fun with our previous game plan of like build a bunch and grow a bunch. Foreign aid also works with the build a bunch, grow a bunch. Education bonus is okay here because we might play enough. Turn rest plow is also decent with the big country, like the 3-room big country line. Turn rest plow is playable with the woodcart plan. I don't think this is a Stork's Nest game. God, these cards are good. All these are like all mostly CD cards. God, the CD miners are so good across the board. Like we've seen so many of them, and they're so playable. Turn rest plow here. Again, it's a constable game, and I think I'm gonna go like 3-room. I think I'm gonna go 3-room big country, maybe even 4-room big country is gonna be the game plan here, and I'm gonna still play the woodcart on that game plan. I think that's the theory here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little funky. We're gonna do things that I would not always do. As in, I'm not even opening Reedstone Food anymore. I think I have to open Mushroom Collector or open Furnisher because I think I'm pushing for this woodcart. So what 3 early ox am I playing? I mean, I think it has to be like Constable. I'm definitely playing Constable fairly early this game, but I think it involves mushrooming as well. I think mushroom is my early food until big country. Wow, we get swing plow. Well, that sucks. Swing plow is just better than the turn rest plow we just took, but swing plow is amazing here. Swing plow is so good for this big country plan. We fence 6 spaces, we plow 6 spaces. We're gonna rush 3 occupations anyhow. Yeah. We just take the swing plow. We're really sad we kept the turn rest plow instead of whatever other option was, but who cares? Swing plow literally is the same cost, but it gives us 4 more. Like it gives us, it's double the effect. Turn rest only works once. Swing plow works twice. We're absolutely gonna like just push for a 3-room big country here, just because that's what we feel like doing, and we're gonna do it with a wood cart. So we're gonna rush like a wood cart. Yeah. So I don't think we play Furnisher for only a single thing. That I mean, Furnisher is still like a. I guess Furnisher is still a 3 wood and a minor improvement action. Like Furnisher is still totally playable, actually. Okay. I don't think we're going to have time for Lumber Mill this game. I don't think I need Reed Head and Toad anymore because, I mean, somebody will start player Reed Head and Toad on me is the only annoying thing. But Game Trade here is pretty good. Game Trade, if I get a bunch of sheep along with Game Catcher, we can run the game combo and get our breeding boar and breeding cows without having to necessarily get them off the board. I just don't think we need Farm Store because Winter Caretaker just does that better. Lumbermill still ups our victory point ceiling. The biggest problem with Lumbermill is the timing, because I'm going to play 3 occupations, and I don't know how much Reedstone food we're going to get. Also, by the way, Heroic Logic, I see that you fed Loki quite a while ago, and now I'm being bad because I've been so focused on this draft that I don't know what to do. I shouldn't need game trade here. I can take animals. I'm going to fence early. I already have a way to get those animal types, and paying 2 sheep for those things is expensive. Let's go for the victory point ceiling of Lumbermill. There's ways that might happen. Sculpture is pretty easy with big country. Wow, stone clearing is also stupidly good here. I can easily slow... Do I need this much stone, though? God, and granary. Like, all 3 of these cards are good here. Sculpture is pretty easy off of a big country game plan. Again, how much stone am I going to get? But I have a roof baluster. Stone clearing is an insane amount of stone with this setup. An insane amount of stone because of my, like, I have so many fields. I could get an absurd amount of stone. But again, what will I do with an absurd amount of stone at that point? It's not clear to me. I don't totally know how early I'm going to plow, and then do I want to play stone clearing? Now, let's just take sculpture. Sculpture can be played quite late, and it could be a really good start player for us late. And I'm running. I don't actually have good things to play late. The granary is not that bad here because Winter Caretaker only gives me 1 grain. But okay, Stork's Nest or Young Animal Market. I will take Young Animal Market. Turning like this could be my way to get 1 cow, maybe, right? Like getting breeding cows off the board is really hard. This is also a pretty good late start player to get a cow and then play game catcher for my other cow. And I just shouldn't need Stork's Nest. I'm only trying to grow once with a room. Um, an interesting big country strategy is still a slight stretch, right? Because it's still big country, but we're not running 2-room big country, and we're gonna rush a wood cart on top of it. So rushing a wood cart is kind of intriguing, right? I think we're playing mushroom on top of it all for food. So we're first playing mushroom collector is our first action of the game, which is atypical. No sheep on the 1. That's what we want to see. We want late food this game because I'm taking wood actions to get food. Like I'm taking 2 wood on the wheel, presumably. I mean, if I get Ock back, amazing. If I get Reedstone food back, amazing. But otherwise, I'm just taking a wood action. But Loki wants me to have a good draft. Now Loki wants me to play with him, but feeding engine solved. Indeed, we have a 1-card feeding engine. CS would be so proud if he was watching us. Anyhow, now we can catch up. Yes, Loki, look at your little nose going. Yeah, oh my god, it's so exciting. Oh, you're looking so pretty right now. All right, look this way. Stay. Okay, such a good boy. Yeah. There we go. Okay, Ak, the house steward, is the next action of the game. So look at that. 3 wood and Reedstone food. That's always fun. Yeah, Reedstone food gets taken. That's the correct move. 3 wood goes here, and then I take 2 wood. I'm a little concerned this house steward very well could keep the Reed-Hatted Toad, and this might be a start player here. So that'd be a bit of a sad thing. One of the biggest difficulties with this game plan that I'm running is actually getting the read action. And this is going to be Reed-Hatted Toad. That's slightly unfortunate, but it's okay. Oh, it's Private Forest. Of course it's Private Forest. Everybody, much like Woodcutter, Private Forest is not a great card. I know we haven't made a minors ranking video yet, but Private Forest is not very good. Day labor gets taken here. That's a pretty good move, especially after you see somebody take Private Forest already. Like, there's a lot of extra food pressure in the game already. Like, Bulldozer's down to no food here. He can't even play an occupation. That's like part of why Private Forest is pretty bad. Like, sheep at least flips, so now there's more food in the game. I'm injecting food via what I'm doing, but it's a little unfortunate. You like how he looks at me? Yeah, that's fair. He does. He's so cute. Econ Jan made one yesterday. That's true. Econ Jan did make a minor video. You guys should all watch it. Our minor improvement video, let's say January 18th. January 19th, somewhere around there. Ooh, a field watchman. We stuffed the field watchman round 1. That's fun. Oh, hey, we get a 2-read action. There are a lot worse things here for our game than taking a 2-read action. Alternatively, we could take a Reedstone food action. Reedstone food is also pretty good. We're likely to get the 2 wood back. I mean, we need to play more occupations. The thing is, this speeds up our actual game plan. This gets us closer to Lumbermill. Lumbermill's probably a distraction. 2 read is just very good. All I want to do is take read, and then I really just want to play occupations. I want to play occupations very badly. In order to push to this wood cart. I just want to play constable, and then I think I just play winter caretaker early. And then I'm able to play wood cart, build a room, start taking more wood, play swing plow, and then just hammer wood and hammer plows and grow when we can, and then we rush that big country. And so we're still gonna get like around 9 big country. But we'll have 3 rooms. We'll have a wood cart, so we'll probably have time to take stables at some point. We have great crops and winter caretaker. Animals will be pretty good if we fence early. We're going to hit the constable super easily. We're definitely losing house steward, but that's okay. Having your own private forest is so cool. since Bulldozer knows about Private Forest, he watched the Minor Improvement Rating stream. I mean, to be fair, maybe Econ Jan likes Private Forest. What do I know? Reedstone Food's 7th action is pretty nutty. Bulldozer has no read and no food. Again, I'd like to mention the no food part. Like, I should get Occupation next round just because, like, well, I don't. These two could both play an Occupation. That'd be a bummer. But Bulldozer needs to, like, I don't know. Major is late here. That's also interesting. Like, there could be a start player for a Fireplace, maybe, but Econ Jan warned about it causing food problems immediately. Yeah, I figured. Like, it causes food problems, and it's just not that strong. Like, yeah, you get a bunch of downstream wood, but again, the problem is, like, every action in Agricola needs to be, like, accelerating you. Putting stuff on future rounds has a lot more of a punishing factor than you think. So, like, yes, you can read that card as, like, ooh, I get 7 wood. But you don't get 7 wood anywhere near immediately. And that's a huge problem for the strength of that card. Okay, everybody in this game is at 1 occupation. So this is one of those fancy times where you actually play the Ock on this spot. Especially because I might just play another occupation if I'm allowed to this round, right? So we're going to just play the Constable because we already have room parts this way, which is awesome. But we might even get lucky enough to wheel Winter Caretaker here as an occupation. It probably doesn't happen, but I mean, it could. Bulldozer, again, has bad food issues. Field Watchman probably grain plows. And so it just comes down to if Acerbic has a good Ock or not. And even if he doesn't have a good Ock, we just get to Mushroom Collect again. And Mushroom collecting again is fine. Like this opening is pretty interesting and fun. I need to force occupations a little more often. That's one thing that, like, I think Econ Jan and others do, and I'm a little too much of a Reedstone food whore. Bulldozer's going to start player just to guarantee the hearth. Oh, and he has Foreign Aid. Okay, Foreign Aid makes Private Forest a lot better. I'll give him that. Having him re-up start is definitely a little annoying here, but I'm getting most of the actions I want, so it doesn't really matter. You liked my 2-read over Reedstone Food? Yeah, I mean, I think it's very good here. Like, the 2-read's much better. I don't get Ock. That's unfortunate. Wood Barter for Acerbic, also slightly unfortunate. Acerbic can build a room next round, so this is also a really funky position, but I think I build a room here in round 3. I don't have Childless, but if I build a room, I can play an occupation. I can take a wood stack next round and play an occupation and be ready to start player wood cart. But if I don't build here, Acerbic builds, and then Bodo, like, other people might be ready to build pretty shortly. So I need this action eventually, and the other actions kind of suck. So I agree. I'm just going to get this out of the way. After talking about all this food pressure, I forgot Foreign Aid was in the drafts. Yeah, there's like no food pressure. Like, Bulldozer could go Hearth here, but he doesn't even have to. Like, Bulldozer might take 2 read. But yeah, I really want one of these wood actions. I want wood into Winter Caretaker. Like, that's the best outcome for me. Bulldozer does take the Fireplace, makes sense. Field Watchman often takes Grain Sow here. Grain Sow is pretty good. Acerbic then takes wood and builds, probably. I also just take wood, and then I Ock. Yeah, I don't totally know how this round goes. The awkward thing is, like, 6 wood could be getting left on the table. Unless I take this spot and I just purposely leave 4 wood. Which I might do. Like, I want to keep mushroom collecting as part of the problem. Like, I'm just going to constantly mushroom collect because it's how I feed early. I don't want to take food actions, although I'm like, the food is getting super injected. Field Watcher decides to take the wood here and only sow 2 fields, presumably. That's okay. Yeah, okay. And I get to mushroom the best spot, so that's actually super thankful. Yeah, I'll just mushroom here. That's fine. There's so much food in the game. Like, this Winter Caretaker, I might even just buy the veg. Oh my god. Well, Bulldozer has food again, finally. But Bulldozer not taking read. Okay, but because he has brushwood, fine. Okay. That's a bit of a bummer. There's tons of read in the game, then. I might just pay 2 food for an Ock here. Like, it's so much of my game to make sure to get this wood cart going. Like, and all my, like, the rest of my miners are, like, locked behind 3 occupations. Like, I need to play woodcart swing plow. This turn rest is still garbage. I'm not sure when I'll ever play lumber mill. Like, yeah, I almost have to Ock here. Acerbic will almost certainly build. Oh, he doesn't build. Wow, okay, so we hope growth flips. Growth flipping would be amazing. Bulldozer's going to build at the start of next round. But if growth flips, we get to grow with the wood cart. That would be so incredible. I think this is just winter caretaker. Like, I don't need to play furnisher. Oh, it could be a stupidly early roof baluster. Wait a second. What if we play roof baluster here? We can play lumber mill. We can play the well soon. Like, it's very weird to use roof baluster this early, but I don't think it's wrong. I'm only ever getting 3 stone on a roof baluster. Yeah, this costs me 3 food, which is nutty. I'm gonna do this. Let's go super nutty. Like, who cares about winter caretaker at the moment? It's rough on the food. It is rough on the food. But there's 2 5-food actions next round, and I still have mushroom collector. Like, I'm doing this. I'm going for it. Winter caretaker also like doesn't matter at the moment. It can get played later. But this allows me to like lumber mill into stuff too. Like I can fight for first growth this way now. But growth flips. All right, team, we did it. We did it. We get to grow with a freaking wood carts. We still have big country. Like we could hit. Oh my god, yeah, this is incredible. This is so good. I mean, this is pretty good for bulldozer. Acerbic not building last round, I think, is a pretty big mistake. But yeah, this is so good. This is so good. Growing with a wood cart here is so sick. And we probably just get 5 food back. I mean, maybe not. But bulldozer probably prefers to take the sheep. I mean, Acerbic and Zalda could take 5 food here, actually, before I get to. But again, even if I don't get 5 food, it's going to be okay. I can just keep mushrooming places and not care too much. Zalda, Reedstone foods. Acerbic might start player to build here, right? Acerbic starting to build is not crazy either. Am I going mill with the grow? Just wood cart. Straight to wood cart. Lumber mill is not getting played anymore, probably. It's probably just going to die in my hand. But I might play the well. Like, playing the well soon, I think, is very viable. Mushrooming is better than the 5 food because of wood cart? Probably. It probably is better than the 5 food. I only need 3 mushrooms this harvest. Yeah, that's a good call. Plus, I might build a well. Like, I have so much passive food coming in. And wood cart mushrooming is amazing. It might speed up one round. Yeah, I think everything you're saying is correct. Actually, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying there. Domestician expert for bulldozer. This is very good. A little trick with domestician expert though. You should build your house in a square. Building your house in the square gives you more capacity, right? Like he has 6 sheep he can hold between his rooms, where if he built them in a square, you can hold 8. Now, does it really matter if you can hold 6 versus 8? Usually not. So it's not a big deal, but there's no real reason to not build in a square with domestician expert. But yeah, it's fine. But this is cool. Domestician expert into the sheep pile is very cool. And the next growth. Oh, but the next growth is tricky now. Bulldozer wants the next growth and he wants the sheep pile. I guess nobody else can build hearth here, but yeah, like he's slightly asking his sheep to get swept or somebody to jump him in the grow queue. But yeah, regardless, this game is like so good. 3 occupations here, a constable to boost our big country. We just got the first growth anyhow. This is pretty fun. One assumes bulldozer is building another room, but the square is still always better. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like realistically, I'm assuming it's never actually going to matter. Like, it probably never actually matters. It's a really kind of a ticky-tacky thing, admittedly. But yeah. 3 stone chilling. Yeah, the 3 stone chilling to just build the well at some point when I can't take a wood action or I can't play the plow is pretty sweet, too. Like, just nabbing the well in an early growth game and taking that point ceiling away from the table, I think is actually very good. So I do think it's going to be one of my goals to make sure that I snag the well before anybody else gets it. Just because, yeah, again, the more victory point ceiling you take away in like an early growth game, I mean, you still have to make a very pretty farm, but I'm going to make a very pretty farm. So if I can make a very pretty farm and have offboard point, like even more offboard points, it's going to be very hard for my opponents to find a way to catch me. Zalda also decides to go for food. I'm assuming Acerbic starts to build. Start player to build for Acerbic is quite good. But there's also things like 5 clay and stuff. I mean, the board is just crazy. But yeah, he is going to start to build. So the question is, do we leave Acerbic 6 wood? Or do I leave ourselves 6 wood? Probably not. I probably just mushroom here and leave 2 4-wood spaces, just in case Acerbic decides he's gonna take 6 wood into double build. Okay, let's think about this. If I take this spot and then actually get 6 wood, it's barely better. Is this a 3-room super early big country? Yes, that is the plan. That's what we're running here. We rushed 3 occupations and built the first room and now got first growth and have woodcart mushroom for feeding. It's a pretty it's actually a pretty cool game. Like most big country games, I'm not gonna lie, I agree. I'm sick of them. They're pretty standard, but this is at least a little funky, a little different. Anyhow, we just take wood. I mean, these clay stacks look amazing, but we really don't need clay early. Like, what are we going to do? What am I doing with extra clay? I only need 3 clay to reno someday. I mean, maybe I need a hearth eventually, but early roof baluster to snag the well. Yep, that's the plan as well. We're going to take more wood, and we're going to snag the well this round. We were debating between roof baluster or caretaker for our 3rd occupation, but yeah, we were able to play roof baluster after building our room to unlock our 3 oc things. Obviously, we need woodcart and swing plow for this game plan, and yeah, being able to unlock those is just very good here for us. I'm gonna mushroom this 4 wood space just because I'd rather leave a 3 wood action next round than leave a 4 wood action next round. So again, always gotta be figuring out where you're mushrooming. But yeah. Clay rooms with frame builder. Oh yeah, big country kind of invalidates that, but the clay rooms with frame builder would have been totally fine. Like that's a viable line. But it's not what I want to do. Carrot Museum here looks like a waste of resources. Bulldozer has no food. He needs these sheep so hard. If I was actually worried about Bulldozer's game here, I would just snap the sheep and kill him. Which, again, this is where, like, the private forest kind of comes to bite you, right? If you play private forest in Foreign and take no food actions, he's really leaving his neck here to be stomped on. Like, if the sheep go, I literally don't know what Bulldozer does besides take terrible, like, day labor and food actions throughout the next couple stages. But I have no idea who's going to sweep the sheep, because it just doesn't make much sense. Now, if Bulldozer tries to start player and grow next round in front of Acerbic and then still wield the sheep, then I don't know. Oh, where is Loki? Yeah, you tried to feed him. Somebody else tried to feed him earlier. He's behind. I'm so into this game. This game's been so interesting. Like, I'm kind of sick of Big Country too, but I tried to do something slightly different here, and this is actually kind of fun. Sweep the sheep. Sweeping the sheep is not worth it here, but God, it would like really mess with him. It'd be hilarious. We're getting a good wood action back, which is our dream. We wanted a good wood action back. I don't actually care about those clay piles. Anyhow, this is your last treat of the stream, Loki. This is already number 2, so have fun with it. Yeah, good boy, buddy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Anyhow, we take a wood. Yeah, okay, so we get the other wood action, but that's fine. Again, we wanted some, like, I didn't really want to leave 4 wood again next round. Like, I want the wood spaces to be at a level where they're just good for me. Jellinger's advice in chat is proving very prescient here. Like, do I even play the well, or am I like, I might be... I don't even know what I'm doing here. Like, I might be majoring... I might just major the... I said I want the well, but I might need to major the swing plow, right? Like, I'm so close to this big country, and the bigger problem is making sure that I can plow enough. I could start player it also, but I don't think I want to start player it, right? Because start player is handing the growth to Bulldozer, and I don't want to do that. I want Acerbic to be able to grow next, I think. Like, now that Bulldozer has breeding sheep and got that crazy pile and grew second and has another open room and has house steward stuff, like, Acerbic's game's very good too, though, actually. It's actually not clear to me that Bulldozer's doing better than Acerbic. Sweep the sheep could be on a t-shirt. It could. Okay, Reedstone food here. So the well is threaded is the other downside now. Huh. I guess it's still... Well, wait a sec. It still could just be build the well here And then next round, I can just start player the swing plow. Yeah, because otherwise Bulldozer's probably going to start on me anyhow. So maybe it's build the well, start player the swing plow. Yeah. Let's build the well here. That's been part of the game plan. Like I think snagging the well is just so good in an early growth game. And I think I still can get away with swing plowing next round. Like I just play swing plow and plow and then take like this 2-wood action. Is the only difference between turn rest and swing is that swing plow has 2 more tiles on it and requires 3 instead of 2. Yeah, basically, I think turn rest also works on plow sow. Yeah, so the advantage of turn rest is it works on plow sow and it requires 1 occupation less. But swing plow is significantly better. Getting to just use it twice is absolutely just better. But this is going to be a round 8 big country. Is it actually going to be round 8? I mean, I start player swing plow, I plow, I wood, I plow, I fence. Wow, round 8 big country. Yeah, I could. Yes, so that's exactly it. Like Montu has it really covered. Like if you can do your fencing and your other stuff and have some crops, you can like start player into plow sow and use turn rest on it. And so that's the advantage of turn rest. Like, but swing plow is just better if you're getting them out early. Which by the way, I literally think I'm start player in turn rest here because otherwise Bulldozer might start on me, and I think there's like just no threat on this 2-wood action. Yeah, there's no way I'm not getting 2-wood, and I really I think being start player and just locking up these plows and making sure to get these out is too important. So I'm fine letting handing Bulldozer the next growth is nice, but I think he gets the next growth anyhow. So I'm just saving him a start player action, and I'm saving myself from being last. And I'm okay with that. 7 clay, by the way, is I did realize that I ignored 7 clay here, but I mean a round 8 big country off of 3 rooms and the well, and still having a wood cart in order to like build stables later is absolutely nutty. I mean this game is going like as well as it could be. I haven't had a game necessarily lately where I feel like I've just hit the nuts and been doing absolutely broken things, but yikes, this one feels that way. Like this is just crazy. This winter caretaker is still going to be so good too for helping to get our crops. This sculpture is totally legit later. This game catcher probably is useful. We're going to hit constable so easily with this setup. Yeah. You guess the 6th field is not that special on swing plow. Yeah, so that is another thing, right? Sometimes the 6th field's actually not that important. The fences won't be good in that line, Zizak. Oh, I only have 9 wood now. Yeah. So okay, round 8 big country is too aggressive. We're going for a round 9 big country, but that's fine. A round 9 big country is still zany good here. Like whatever. It's no Bellfounder Geologist. Yeah, okay. I think I really have to ensure the plow here. I mean, the 3 wood over the 2 wood is better, but I need the plow actions too badly. We're going to plow these fields, and we're going to fence here. We don't want to tip people off too much to the fact that we're cutting off our house. I mean, Acerbic has to know at this point what's up with me, but we can fence 13. Oh, if I took this wood pile. Just not mushroom the wood if we get stuck with 2 wood. I see, yeah, we could fence 13. Yeah, I don't know. Well, is fence 13 and going back to fence again later? See, I hate going back to fence again. That's the thing, though. Like, I don't know if I want to go back to fence again. Like, I think I'm okay with round 9 big country. I also could just take 3 stone at the start of next round. Well, what am I doing with 3 stone? I mean, eventually I'm doing things with 3 stone, but it's not that important to my game. Really, I'm just opening next round plow again, I think. Like, I think opening plow next round is just too good. It has to be too good to just plow at first action next round and make sure I get it. So yeah, maybe that almost certainly does mean that I take 2 wood here and I don't mushroom it, just so I have 13 wood and can decide what I'm doing. But probably 13 is good enough. Because then I can just stable and still have all my breeding animals. It's only 1 point less on pastures, and I maybe clean it up later, but Around 8 big country is absolutely nutty too. Yeah, let's not mushroom this one. Yeah, well, see, I want to stables later with this hand, though, right? With wood cart, mushroom collector stuff, and 3 people, and early growth, and like how many actions I'm gonna have, like I'm gonna be done with my big country around 8, right? Like, what else am I doing the rest of the game? I'll absolutely take big, good wood actions and still stables. Like I'd only take 2 actions to gather my stable wood because of wood cart, and then a build. Like I'm willing to take 3 actions for 4 points plus the capacity solving issues. And just taking good wood actions away from this table. Like, what round should you usually play big country? Oh, it totally depends on what you're doing. 2-room big country, though, tends to aim for a round 7 big country. So that's what's so insane here. I'm running a 3-room big country game that built the well and still is going to hit a round 8. Like, I'm only 1 round later than the people that, if they went no rooms. I mean, sometimes 2-room big country can do it by round 6. So, admittedly, but like round 7 is off of the 2-room big country line. If you go 3-room big country, the dream is round 9. Yeah, like round 9 big country with 3 rooms is usually great. But round 10 big country with 3 rooms is pretty fine. But 3 actions around seems a big deal. It's a pretty big deal though, yeah. Growing with mold board here, that makes a lot of sense. My dog's woofing at me, I'm gonna feed him. I'll be right back to this nonsense. We are just gonna fence 13 here though. Fencing 13 and playing big country is awesome, so. All right, I haven't been paying attention enough to my opponents. What are they up to, by the way? Zelda has resources to like build or reno. Zelda needs to like start player to grow. Acerbic needs food. Acerbic needs food. Acerbic needs food bad. Clay plaster for Zelda, so reno and building clay rooms. That seems very good. Bulldozer also has like no resources and not a lot of food. Wow, that's delightful. Okay. My opponents are like really struggling also, which is amazing. Bulldozer reno to clay. I missed that though. And Bulldozer has a granary. Bulldozer has a lot of miners that got played that are pretty good. Although the Carrot Museum is kind of a waste. But I'm not convinced we get blocked here though. Like, are these players taking starts and major as 3 of their next? Like, who's starting on me? Well, starting maybe. And I could get blocked here, but if I get blocked, I probably get the sheep or the stone. Like, somehow I get to play big country, or I get stone, or I get sheep. So, like, none of that can be, like, I'm going to be totally fine here, is my conclusion. Next round, we want to play Winter Caretaker so we can start getting our crops and potentially doing some sow actions. We want to take animal pairs when we're able to. Admittedly, the sheep just went and the boar haven't come yet, so the animal pairs are going to be slow. But again, I mean, this is yeah. We're getting the big country here. We probably get to start player it unless the Acerbic is going to start player build. No, Acerbic is just building here. Acerbic builds. Oh wait, no, yeah, this is weird. Now that the sheep are gone, caretaker veg sow would be the dream. Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good line too. Next round. I mean, it depends on what the wood space. Like, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna be left. Wow. Okay. Acerbic is taking major minor just because they need to feed, I guess. Yeah, clay oven, but that guarantees that I'm start playing on them, which guarantees Zelda is growing. Okay, fine. I'm getting 4 stone or 6 wood at the start of next round, right? Oh no, there's 2 actions left. Okay, I could get these. Could be the next actions, but. I would love 4 stone. 4 stone gives me sculpture or lumber mill or both. Let's increase my VP ceiling, sure, but anyhow, Lumen! Welcome, Lumen. Welcome how did your game go, Lumen? I hope well. This game is going very well. We're running 3-room Big Country in round 8. That is correct. You heard that. Round 8 Big Country with 3 rooms. It's been dreamy. We played Mushroom Collector first action of the game. We rushed out Constable. We rushed Roof Baluster. So it's round 8 Big Country with the well. That is the other zany part here. The wood cart has obviously been amazing, as has the swing plow. It's been nutty. But yeah, I hope your game went well, Lumen. It looked fun. I don't know if you actually won off of it or not. That rogue game was looking scary too. But hey everybody, we get 4 stone or 6 wood. What a problem! I do have the nuts. 4 stone versus 6 wood is a nuts choice. Absolutely insane. I think it's 4 stone though. It's an early growth game. And I think victory point stealing matters so much, and the wood doesn't super increase my victory point stealing outside of stables, but I can stable later. I can't ever get 4 stone again, probably. And 4 stone is just so many points for me in various ways. Like, eventually I'll reno with it, maybe. Yeah, I agree that I think it has to be 4 stone. I'm not even sure it's for majors. Like, I might play Lumbermill here before playing a knock. Like, I kind of hate just re-upping start player repeatedly, but I really might. I might just play Lumbermill here into Ock. Did we grow first? Yes. We also built the first room with this hand. Sorry. We built the first room in round 3 with this hand, and we grew when growth flipped in 5 without having to fight for it. We also, yes, just got to build the well. We got to play the wood cart on our growth. Yeah, this has been the nuts. This has just been the nuts. 6 wood isn't that insane to the others. Yeah. It was just not. It wasn't like, it was very weird. I have no idea why Acerbic didn't build a room. Acerbic decided to take 2 read instead of build, which was, yeah, really weird and probably a mistake, because if Acerbic just built, then I'm significantly slowed down. Acerbic just grows. I mean, I would have start playered into grow, and it wouldn't have been that bad, but it definitely slows me down quite a bit compared to just growing first. So, yeah, that was very kind. My opponents are having food troubles. You gotta love that. There is a 4-wood action. Am I supposed to take the 4-wood action, or am I seriously playing Lumbermill into Winter Caretaker? Because, see, my instincts are Lumbermill. If I play Lumbermill here, I get the pair of cows, right? Like, or pair of pigs? I don't think anybody's actually taking the pigs otherwise. Who does start player benefit? It's really annoying to Acerbic for me to start player again here, which is kind of annoying. Like, Acerbic is probably going to start to grow. Zalda is going to build if I start player. Swing Plow gives you 2 extra fields twice, so it gives you 4 fields. It's been quite a while where BJ players still don't respect family growth enough. Yeah. Teal has sleeping corners, so I see. That doesn't really change the fact that Acerbic, I guess I might not be blocking Acerbic is the point. And who cares if I'm blocking Acerbic? I'm playing my own game. I feel a little bad, but whatever. You would be locking up Joinery. Oh, locking up Joinery makes a lot of sense too. But hey, whatever. But hey, we can Lumbermill into Joinery still. That's fine. Lumbermill into Joinery is a totally legit line also. But yeah, getting the pigs back here would be pretty sweet. Our next round. Acerbic plays an Ock. That's slightly sad. That costs us an extra food for our occupation, but we're going to do it. Our food is eventually going to run out, so I do also need to figure out how I'm actually feeding in the future. But I think it's time to start winter caretaking here. The board doesn't offer much beyond Reedstone food to set up Reno. I guess the 2 wood action again is fine, but if I was going to take 2 wood, I should have taken 4 wood. So this is fine. This is fine. We get the boar next round, hopefully. We might even get the sheep on the wheel. Like, both animals next round would be amazing. Yeah, again, I mean, we're going to hit Constable easily. I mean, these other players might also at some point. Oh, Zolda chose not to double build yet because Zolda has Sleeping Corner. Okay, that makes sense. So Acerbic will get the grow anyhow. Okay, that's fine then. And I do indeed get the boar. Sweet deal. Or no, not yet. I see. I forgot. Bulldozer. Oh, gross. Bulldozer doesn't have enough food to breed his sheep. Awkward. Unless he eats his veg. He upgrades to a hearth. He might eat a veg here. He might have been better off sowing his crops, though. But who knows? Whatever. He's doing his thing. It's fine. Yeah, I open boar this round. I hope to wheel the sheep. I mean, Bulldozer taking sheep first action seems kind of unlikely, but his food's a little iffy, but we should not need to open boar here. Bulldozer would be insane to take them. So you think I should open sheep instead? I think Bulldozer's way too hungry. There's no way I'm doing that. Bulldozer just upgraded to a hearth and is hungry. I'm not offering him the boar. I'll take the boar. If he opens sheep first action, fine. My read is that he's not going to open sheep first action because it's just a 4 food action and he has other options, but we'll see. I will buy this veg, though. No reason to risk the boars. Yeah. 2 sheep is the same to him. 2 sheep. Oh, sheep are boars for him. Yeah. I see. Sheep are boars for him. Duh. He does have Sheepwalker. Okay, with Sheepwalker, I see. Awkward. And he has Carrot Museum. Oh, weird. Opening the sheep maybe is right then. Because if I open the sheep, well, he probably still just munches the boars then. But I do have Game Catcher. But I can get the sheep later in the game. I eventually need my own food. I think Dozer takes whatever I don't take, I guess, is what's going to happen here. I'm not getting both. So if I'm not getting both, I just think it's going to be easier to get 2 sheep later. Usually. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go with the boar theory. It might be wrong, but it's what I'm doing. Maybe Bulldozer wants to sow some or plow some more fields or something. I don't know. This might not work, but that's okay. On the wheel, I probably take wood. Yeah, he does just snap the sheep. Okay, that's fine. 4 clay is also not bad for me, actually. Again, I eventually do need to worry about reno parts. I could also just take a grain and sow here. Maybe I don't. Taking a grain really speeds up my grain points, but I don't know if I need more grain points that much. It's just a potentially another source of food, but yeah, I don't know. You think grabbing 3 wood and building the joinery is solid? I actually don't think the joinery is that good. I don't think 3 wood's actually particularly good here. I think there's so many other ways I could achieve victory point ceiling. If I take wood, build joinery, and have to keep taking wood over just building stables, like the way I fenced, I'm eventually going to need stables anyhow. Like, I'm not that keen on joinery. I don't think joinery's bad, but I'm not that concerned about it. I mean, I'm still going to take wood away from them. I'm going to take wood to build stables. I'm not disagreeing about that. Like, I think I probably should just take 3 wood here. But, like, my opponents are going to get some wood. I mean, they'll eventually fence. Like, it's fine. I guess the point is I'm not convinced I actually want the joinery. Like, it doesn't feel that efficient to me. But just taking 3 wood has to be pretty good, though, yes. Making sure they don't have easy 3 wood actions. I'm mushrooming is the problem. I think it's still worth it to me to mushroom. So, like, I've helped them get a lot of wood, too. Two reed might also be better for me this game. Just take 2 reed and assume I can get like another 3 stone action to double reno. I'm debating that. Seems like such an easy way to win the game, even if we're mushrooming. Well, I have to do I can do other things that are super point efficient though. Like having to take wood first action is going to be a big problem. And if I It's really hard to wood bully players because you have to prioritize wood, or they'll just prioritize wood. And if they prioritize wood, like it's tough. Like I also need to prioritize animals, and I want to prioritize sowing. Like I can't do everything. I think it's really hard to like super wood bully tables in Revised. Now maybe none of them have outs, but like bulldozers, they have rammed clay. See, like yeah, I'm definitely not worried about it. Now rammed clay creates awkwardness for my Reno. Like this 3 clay suddenly looks a lot better. 3 clay suddenly looks like a lot better. Is this just 3 clay here to make sure that I don't have really crazy Reno tough? I mean, the 2 reed is also good. I mean, ugh, lots to do, lots to do. I mean, I still want to sow action too, and bulldozer might want to sow. I think it is clay though. Yeah, I'm gonna clay. Or maybe it is joinery. God, I need food. The joinery only cost 1 stone. Fine, I'm gonna go with the joinery line. The joinery's good food for me. Let's just do it. I can take clay later. But it only cost 1 wood even. This is fine. Hey Gordon, welcome to this nuts game where we, at the end of round 8, had 3 family members, a big country, and a well. We winning this? Oh god, we won this a while ago. I'm pretty sure at the end of round 8 when I played Big Country and had the well and 3 family members, I had won this. But I guess I should be careful. I should pay attention. But if I don't win this, something's probably wrong. Like, I have a lumber mill well joinery going on here. I'm going to hit Constable. Now, I haven't hit Constable yet, admittedly. Who screwed up? I'm not. Nobody's super screwed up. That's the thing. Like, I had a good game plan and things broke really well. Like, I got to take the actions I want. The only thing that's kind of questionable is that Serbic could have built a room in round 4, but he chose to take 2 reed instead. I disagree with that move, but I think it's mildly defensible. It's only, like, very wrong in light of, like, growth flipping in 5. Otherwise, I don't think it... Well, no. Brushwood Collector got played. Acerbic probably was supposed to build in 4. I think that's a mistake on his part. But I don't think it's a huge mistake. And then nothing else is that big of a mistake. It's just, I got Swing Plow, Woodcart, Big Country. Now, Acerbic, maybe in the draft, we could argue the draft here, too. Acerbic passed me a Big Country, and he passed me Swing Plow. And it's not clear why I got those things yet, because Acerbic has not played cards that are better than Swing Plow and Big Country. Maybe Rammed Clay, but he is probably sick of Big Country like the rest of us. I am a wood bully. All right, team. I've joined the dark side of your theories of let's be a wood bully. If there's a 4 wood action, I'll take it. Especially, I mean, this board kind of sucks. I mean, the 4 clay is pretty good, but I can build stables now. I don't want to build stables. I do want to eat with the joinery, but this is fine. I might sow here. I could start player. No, I can't start player sculpture. I lost my stone. My stone. Whatever. Anyhow, what do you do when a player has trip aces? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of that. Like, I don't super think players screwed up. Bulldozer starting is a little sad. He has a mining hammer for a stable on a Reno that he's not guaranteed to hit. And he has foreign aid. Does he forget he has foreign aid? Bulldozer, you have foreign aid. You can't take whatever flips. I don't think that's going to work out for Bulldozer, but good luck. Which, by the way, a family growth without flips is pretty hilarious, because, like, Zolda's growing this round, so, like, Bulldozer can't family growth without, so this is the other reason this game is nuts. Like, the House Steward is making everybody else want to build a bunch of rooms, and that means family growth without is just going to fall to me this game. Like, I'm not going to have to actually fight for it, because it's, like, nobody's going to be able to block it. The foreign aid guy can't block it. Zolda's going to be at 5 family members. Acerbic's going to hit 5 at some point. 4 clay came back. Okay, let's get our Reno lined up. Oh, 3 wood also came back. I really could be a wood bully there, but the 4 clay is also wood to Acerbic, and I should try to Reno. Like, Reedstone food allows me to Reno sculpture. That's That's a good number of points. The animal pairs next round are gonna get awkward. I might take a single. I should probably take a single cow as my no. I need to sow last. Actually, what am I talking about? Sowing here is still really good. Yeah. I should just sow. Sowing enables like a big sow action in the final round. But yeah, Big Country's little brother sculpture, indeed. We do have his little brother hanging around. So yeah, there's that. Game Catcher is still good to play to get our cow and boar at another cow and boar at some point. Bulldozer taking more wood, hilarious. Zelda has no wood. Zelda's doomed this game. Bulldozer's game is still okay. Like if he fed this start player Mining Hammer, I think was really bad. Like he threw a wood to a. His food's also bad, isn't it? Bulldozer also has crazy resources from Carrot Museum. Oh, Bulldozer gets his stone from Carrot Museum. Okay, that's cool. I don't think Bulldozer starting here makes a ton of sense, but I guess it really messes with me, so that part's fun. If Bulldozer fences, the animals could be really good for Bulldozer. I'm really hoping to get the pair of sheep next round, though. Like, Game Catcher still gets me the cow. But yeah, hopefully I can open next round a pair of sheep. Probably can. So, if I sow here, I can probably get sheep. I eventually need to take Greenstone food. Wow, Zelda having to take 2 wood. Excellent. Stop, they're already dead. I mean, to be fair, this game isn't like totally over. Like Bulldozer's game is actually like okay here. Like he's gonna have a 4-room stone house. He's gonna be able to fence fully. He has good fields and crops. I mean, his offboard is like significantly worse than mine. Like my offboard is just stany. Is like part of the problem. Like Lumbermill Joinery have 8 points. Big Country has 6. Like there's 14 points off my board plus Constable. Hopefully, wow, that's a late conjure from Acerbic, but I guess it'll work out. I talked about this cow, but so Bake got blocked. Okay, well then it is take a cow. Yeah, I don't need to leave a pair of cows on this board. I can't sow. I guess I'll eventually take a grain action. Or do I take the Reedstone food? Wait a sec. Is Reedstone food better here because it opens up Sculpture and it opens up Reno? Yeah, exactly, Gordon. I might want. Oh yeah, well plus Joinery was GG. Good call, Lumen. Good call. Well, yeah, you guys are yelling at me. I probably should Reedstone food. Yeah, I'm gonna be annoyed if I don't get that later, right? I'm going to be more annoyed about not getting that than not getting a cow. All right, fine. We can leave 2 cows on the board. Leaving 2 cows on the board probably just means it's more likely I get my pair of sheep anyhow. Yeah, Bulldozer is fencing, which makes sense. You'd Reedstone food. Yeah, exactly. You guys are all right. Reedstone food is correct. I mean, to be fair, my instincts also immediately hesitated and said, oh, wait, I maybe am supposed to Reedstone food. We got there, but thanks, chat. It was a good catch. Reedstone food's clearly good. Clearly a good plan here. We eat a wood in the harvest. We buy another veg in the harvest. I guess maybe our grain score is just never going to be that good. I might not bother. We'll see. Greengrocer Field Watch when going to work. But yeah, this Field Watch is just in a lot of trouble. Like, no wood is going to kill them. Maybe Bulldozer's Museum gives him dark thoughts in the open sheep. That'd be hilarious, yeah. I mean, if I get a pair of cows next round, I'm not going to complain that much. Like, I'll just take 1 sheep with stupidly high priority and live. Like, okay. If I don't have to play Game Catcher, fine. Like, it's a great card, but... No, you're okay. No need to growly. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. What are we up to? We're just watching these players be slow. Okay. Perfect. Bulldozer takes single sheep. Okay. Well, single sheep is a terribly inefficient action, but the parasheep are out of our dreams. I guess I'm gonna have to accept that I take a single sheep sometime. Bulldozer probably opens pair of cows because he can't take the space. God, that's actually awful. Bulldozer is making the animals very tough for us this game. But well, also pretty like late animals here. But oh well. Renault from Acerbic, that's fine. The Renaults are opening up. Acerbic has a BMW, cool. Not a big concern at all. Yeah, being offered another pair of boars here is pretty obnoxious. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Dozer had eaten his breeding pair. That hurts. Oh, yeah, he has so many vegetables with a hearth. I mean, he's probably trying not to eat his vegetables because he's overplaying Carrot Museum, but, like, fine, let's inject even more wood into this game. Like, whatever. Okay, he's eating a ton of veggies here. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Breed your sheep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's going to open cows here because he just can't take the other action. I mean, maybe he plows just because he also can't plow sow and he has to make... Well, he's never getting plow blocked, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just getting slightly screwed on the animals, but that's okay. I can take single sheep. I can do the other thing. It's not... Certainly not the dream, but it's... So yeah, my animal score being a bit low is gonna... That's gonna mess with me a little. Like, I thought I would get... You know, I fenced quite early and was hoping for great animals, but... that has not worked. There's not been... I mean, it's an early growth game, so, like, sometimes there's not really animal pairs, but... You have no idea why he took that single sheep? Yeah, that's true. That was literally a one sheep move. Yeah, that seems so weak, but whatever. I might get 59 instead of 63. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Growth flips here, so yeah, I'm guaranteed 5 family members because Bulldozer can't take it. So even if Acerbic takes it, I guaranteedly hit my max family members this game because growth will be uncontested. If Acerbic grows here, growth is uncontested in 13 and 14. So that's also just like hilariously awesome. Zolda has to take wood. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. 3 stone is available. I probably just take 3 stone, I guess, right? If I take 3 stone, I can probably double Reno this game. Or wait, I can just Reno with the stone. Oh, there's no stone oven. There's a pottery, which is garbage. Is 3 stone actually good, or is it kind of a trap? 3 stone requires me to read stone food to Reno again? Yeah, that seems bad. I want more wood for stables. Is that really my best option here? Yeah, I mean, I have guaranteed growths coming up. What else am I doing this game? I'm taking wood for stables. I'm eventually renovating sculpture. The grows come guaranteed. I guess a sow action. What am I start playing for? That's the problem. Like, what am I starting for? The pair of sheep? I literally don't know why I'm caring about starting. That's the biggest issue. Like, I don't think starting player matters for me. Like, I literally just think taking wood and building stables this round is fine. Not being last? What actions do I need with any priority? Or the bigger question here is, start players like throwing away an action, right? It's a complete throwaway, because Sculpture can be played on Reno, and I have nothing else to play on Reno. So, if I have nothing else to play on Reno, and I decide to play Sculpture here, it's a complete waste of time. Like... It does need to come round 13, that's true. I would need to Reno this round or next, so there is that. Is there any Reno pressure whatsoever, though? There's no Reno pressure. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I have Reno, I have sow, I have stables, I have take a single sheep, I have game catcher. Like, I think the stone piles are a mistake. Bulldozer can Reno at any time. He could sheep to stone, that's true. Bulldozer could Reno on me. But Bulldozer doesn't want to Reno until he gets his... He's getting stone from Carrot Museum, so Bulldozer doesn't want to renovate yet. He wants to renovate next round. Ow, Loki. Go chew somewhere else. I can't hold that for you. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Lumen. The other thing is I have to actually count. Like, I have food problems, potentially. I need to make sure I hit Constable. Like, I definitely can't Reno twice. I 100% cannot Reno twice. The stone is definitely a mistake. The sow action needs to happen eventually. I don't think I have time to take a grain. Lumen wants me to truly count. So I have 2 grow actions. One of the grow actions provides the other grow action, though. So let's see. I have... What? I have 2 actions this round. I have 2 actions next round. I have 3 actions in the final round, is essentially what it comes down to. The other actions are growing. So I have 7 actions. Of those 7, 1 needs to be renovate. 1 should be stabling. One of them has to be sheep. One of them has to be cow. One of them should be sowing. That gives me 2 actions, which are probably taking wood to max out joinery and feed me. I think that's literally all I have time for. So I don't think start player is correct. I think I just take a single sheep here, which is really lame, but like it's not clear at all I get a pair of sheep next round. Well, God, I should get a pair of sheep, but if I don't get a pair of sheep, it's like kind of disastrous, right? Like it's so awkward. So I think I just suck it up that I'm taking a single sheep this game and I'll game catcher a cow later. But I think I just get this out of the way. Like making sure I hit constable is too important. And then this next action might just be sow. I guess the red queue could get annoying, right? The red queue could get really annoying really fast. We do have time to grain sow, admittedly. I had one extra I have one action that could be grain, so taking a 2-point grain action might be worth it. It's just not clear to me, like, if it's particularly efficient. Like, part of the problem is our food's pretty rough, is the other thing. We have 1 well food coming in still? No, not even, right? Yeah, our well food's dried up, so... Like, sowing this grain might just be okay. Like, because if I sow this grain, I have 2 extra food. Like, the 2 extra food might be fine. Yeah, the problem is I need 16 food. So, like, that's where I was doing 2 mushroom actions. And if I drop a mushroom action to try to sow the grain, I don't think I have enough food anymore. Acerbic can reno now. Bulldozer can reno. Yeah, let's just get the renovate out of the way. This is fine. We'll just get this renovate sculpture out. This is just too many points to ignore. Next round, we can grow last action next round. We probably just take the cow off the board. Like, yeah, game catcher's cool, but it's also food that we don't need to spend probably. I can't sculpture in 14 exactly. So like if I get blocked on Reno sculpture, like it costs me an action again, and I don't want to be separating my actions out. Like I have just too many actions that are just 2-point efficient to be messing around here. Did I even list my stables action earlier? I think I did, right? But like I need to take a cow, I need to stables, or like I want to cow, stables, sow. And I only have 5 free actions. So yeah, cow, like, it's kind of tricky because, like, I could get blocked on some of these things. Like, cow, stable, sow, wood. Well, 2 wood actions. Again, I do have an extra action, right? Yeah, I have 1 extra. I have 1 more. I have 5 actions, essentially, plus 2 grow actions. Is where I'm at. Again, the growths are guaranteed. It's actually super sweet. Like, again, the fact that these players are both at 5 and Bulldozer played 4 and 8. Again, this space is just mine, which is awesome. Also, it looks like Bulldozer probably plans to build another room to try to tie House Steward with his brushwood collector. Yeah. He's going to build another room, and then he'll renovate to stone later, which is cool. 5-room stone house is awesome. I mean, but... Again, this should be a pretty sick win, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. This joinery is probably going to be close to max, so 19, 22 points off board. Our onboard points are not going to be that great. Because, I mean, we're only going to have 1 grain point. We're only going to have 1 point in cows and sheep. Like, we did not get great animal grabs, so that, like, our opponent slightly stopped some things, but... I need a stable block. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's a little tricky. Like, next round, I probably just take the cow off the board. It means that I'm done with Constable. I mean, Bulldozer's going to get Constable too, but we're around 50. Feels like we're higher than 50, but I would be surprised if I'm not scoring at least mid-50s, though, even with the, like, slight lack of crops and other things. Yeah. We're yes, exactly. I agree with Ketchy. After doing the math, I'm much close. I'm about 60. You could see us being 50 if the game ended right here. We're not quite 50 because we don't have Constable yet. I mean, the cow is like essentially a 5-point action, but yeah. And we haven't grown yet. I mean, that's the thing. Like our actions here are still stupidly point efficient. Like the sow action is 2 points and 2 food, which I guess actually isn't that great. But the sow action is still 2 points. The grow action is 3 points. The cow action essentially unlocks Constable, so it's like a 5-point cow. You meant at the moment we were 50. Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's probably true. Bulldozer builds. So yeah, my stables are very like I have to make sure to not like I probably have to stable first action next round. This round, I think I want to cow and I want to sow. I think those are the priorities for me. Zalda might also just want to sow bake, but I should get plow sow or sow bake. Oh wait, no, they can plow sow bake. Oh, plow sow bake is so cool for Zalda here. Yeah. Plow sow bake is amazing. Do we have to SP to lock in stable? I don't think so. I mean, Acerbic could technically start, like, Acerbic can build stables because of Wood Barterer, but, like, it's pretty awful. And then, like, I guess Bulldozer could take some wood this round to try to build stables. Bulldozer is actually running out of points. Like, Bulldozer's game's pretty sick. Bulldozer is going to be pretty competitive with me. Maybe I should have swept his dig sheep. Acerbic has rammed clay. Like, he needs defense still. Like, it does seem unlikely he's going to block us. Bulldozer is a lot closer to beating me than I'd like, though. Like, he's also going to get to 5 family members here and has a really sick farm. He has House Steward. He has a stone house. But, I mean, his offboard is a lot worse. But, I mean, Bulldozer has slightly better animals, slightly better crops, slightly more pastures, much better house. But I mean, again, I have like 20 off board. Bulldozer has like 5, so like I'm still plus 15 here. So the other things we're listing are good, but not enough. But it's not that dissimilar. Like Bulldozer's having a very slick game too. I guess that's what happens when you start player for somebody a ton, and you don't sheep sweep them. But sheep sweeping them would have pushed me way back too. Like it would have been painful. Like it would have been a bit of mutual distraction. What was I doing here? I really want sow bacon. I really want that cow. If I take the cow, is anybody sow baking? Bulldozer could sow bake to like bake his grain. That feels absolutely awful. That's not happening. This round will just be cow. This round will just be cow. Yeah, this round's just cow, sow bake, grow. Cow, sow bake, grow. Next round, I just open stables. Like, Bulldozer could... Wow, Bulldozer's re-upping start. That's obnoxious. I guess he's trying to beat me. I don't... Again, like, the guy that has 4 and 8 start player is very weird. He also... Wait, he's also, like, out of minors. This is, like, SP Nada. This is just awful. Yeah, that was SP Nada. Whatever. He's... Okay, he's just losing. This is fine. I could get stable blocked, admittedly. That's the thing. So, am I supposed to stable block? It's for Reno? Oh... Wait, no, he can just Reno here, though, Econ Sean. He can Reno here. Yeah, he has 4 and 8. He can't do anything down here, but he can he could have Renoed that action. He has Sheepwalker and Brushwood. It's not that terrible to be stable blocked. I run out of points slightly, but killing breeding sheep to Reno seems bad. I agree, but start player Nada is awful there for a Econ Sean. Just take the sheep then, right? Like, take the sheep and Reno anyhow. Take the stone and Reno anyhow. And then he can't red fence. He cannot red fence. He has 4 and 8. He does have 4 and 8, so like I grant that that's a slight problem. But like this SP is just because he's trying to put me last. Like he took SP Nada. There's no like he's absolutely just fighting me somewhat ineffectively, I think. I think it's pretty bad, Econ Sean. Like he took his second action of this round to take 0 points. There's no way that actually works out for him, I don't think. But whatever, you think it's fine. It probably is fine. I think it's very questionable, like extremely questionable. But he can do what he likes. Oh, I did not sow that veggie. How did I not sow that other veggie? Nope. I'm just gonna sow. I could take wood, but this is fine. You don't know how else they get points? I mean, I do somewhat grant they're running out of points. Well, there's a pottery, though. Take 4 stone. I guess you're never getting pottery. What are they going to do with their start player, though? Yeah, there's no clay oven, like, or stone oven. Like, I will grant you that they are running very low on points, so I guess maybe you're right. They're so point capped that just start player to put me last is fine. That's probably... that part might be true. Taking grain is better than sowing here in the abstract, but it allows red to first action sow block. Yeah, I hear that too, but I'm okay with this. This is fine. 4 stone, 2 clay Reno pottery is fine. Yeah, you don't think we have the extra action? We wanted wood? No, we're growing. You have any energy after yesterday's card ranking? Yeah, Econ Sean goes well. Bulldozer just takes food now. That makes sense. Bulldozer can't... Yeah, no, he has a veg to eat. Bulldozer maybe was starting for sow bake otherwise? Bulldozer does clear his fields, so sow baking like is a food action, but there's a reason you're not streaming today. Nice, yeah. No, that makes sense. Anyhow, yeah, our first action next round is just build stables, and then we take wood. If we build stables, nobody else has huge reasons for... Well, these guys might want wood to try to build more fences, but I probably get a wood action next round, and then maybe I just re-sow. I don't totally know. Again, I should probably just win the game. Zolda's taking 3 wood here anyhow. That's fine. Zolda does need more fences. Ravenous Hunger in D tier. Riot. Yeah, Riot. I mean, Ravenous Hunger is awful. I understand he had one cool game with it, but again, I had one really cool game with Basket. I know you're joking, though, so yeah, whatever. Single sheep again. Yeah, single sheep is the game. We grow here, obviously. Obvious growth is obvious. Boom. Our food is slightly questionable, but we're going to make it work. Only half joking. You think Ravenous Hunger is underrated? Okay, fair enough. I would like to see more about how Ravenous Hunger is okay. I kind of understand why it's okay-ish, but God, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I remain fairly unconvinced, but... That's okay. We can argue about it some other day. Ravenous Hunger with Field Watchman. Look, if you have a lot of grain, then the grain cost doesn't matter much. The bigger issue to me, actually, is, like, who wants to be taking veg a bunch in this card set? One of the weird things is this card set has 0 things that boost veg action space. But this card set has a ton of ways to sneak your veg. Sheepwalker, Grocer, Winter Caretaker, Green Grocer. Like, there's so many... Farm Store. Like, there's so many ways that you get to sneak your vegetables in this card set that you often don't want to be... Like, the veggie space is pretty bad. Like, it's just not a space I want to go to. Now, when the veg space technically becomes, like, veg plus sheep or veg plus cow, it is a little better. It is a little better. But... paying a grain for that, right? Like, you definitely have to be in a game where you grew a bunch fast. But if you have a veggie source, it's 2 actions for 3. Yeah, I mean, if you combo with Pet Lover, but now we're talking about, like, playing a bunch of cards and you're still injecting a ton of animals for everybody else. Like, I don't know. Again, if you're taking vegetable and single animal spaces and you're leaving double animal spaces for your opponents, I'm not that concerned when somebody's blocking the worst spaces, but whatever. Anyhow, it looks like we get stables first action next round. Zolda's going to open... Whoa! Acerbic. Acerbic renovating here is very wrong, I think. Oh, he can fence this round. Okay, never mind. Like it's always really dangerous to be like he renovated nothing there. Oh, he skillful renovated, but Acerbic had guaranteed red fences, so this feels pretty wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that. It also opened up this reno for Zalda now. Like you allow Zalda to renovate in front. Like I get you get your fences now. I know he wants animal tempo, but like he's not hitting. He's not hitting Constable. So you red fence first action and you just save yourself a whole action and you don't give Zalda a reno? I think Acerbic's just going to take last place this game, and it's partly because I think if he red fences first action, I mean, I guess maybe he gets Plow So now instead. Yeah, he probably gets Plow So instead. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Now Zalda hits Constable. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's the thing here, though. Like, I mean, Zalda, I guess, was always hitting Constable because Zalda can open fences. But yeah, Acerbic's the only one that's not hitting Constable. These two are sharing House Stewards. Yeah, I mean, Acerbic is, like, super screwed, actually. Why does Acerbic have 1 wood left over? He had Wood Barter. Wood Barter gave him 2 more wood. Do they have Paper Maker? He does. He has Tutor Paper Maker. So oh, that's what. Yeah, I see. Why did he save the 1 wood? He has Tutor Paper Maker. So Acerbic's gonna play on Ock this round, which, for the record, if Acerbic kept the Game Catcher, oh my god, right? The Game Catcher right now would be incredible for Acerbic, but he does not have it. It does not exist. I am not buying a vegetable for obvious reasons, but we are eating wood because that's kind of just where we're at. All right, team. This game went very well, except for the fact, yeah, our opponents also did better than we'd like to see, and we're in mildly slight troubles here. Bulldozer got another wood there. I forgot. Bulldozer could open with a single stable. That would be annoying. It wouldn't be that bad, but it'd be annoying. Oh, yeah, no, Bulldozer I see, Bulldozer does need to ren pretty bad. Well, no, not yet. Zolda's the only one that can renovate, and Zolda can't reno yet. Zolda needs a Reedstone food pretty badly to renovate. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna have rental problems. Like they might stable here. Stable in first action is not crazy. Zolda just takes Reedstone food, and then red loses red. How does he lose red? That's not how. Deranged. Explain. Like, really think through this. No reed? He has brushwood. Oh, he'd have no wood. He'd have no wood. Yeah. He uses all their wood. Duh. Okay. All of his wood is gone. All right. I've caught up. He does just so bake first action, which is kind of what I was guessing. I will just stable first action. Nobody else should be taking wood anymore, so that I get to just take the wood actions. So yeah, my final round gets to be stable, wood, that feeds me, and then I grow. Stable, wood, grow. It's a little unexciting, but it's at least better than some players' rounds. The scores in this game are going to be stupidly high. Like, the scores are going to be absolutely nuts. Wow, Acerbic takes Cow instead of Plow So. Acerbic is, like, hard banking on getting Plow So, Plow, and the Boar this round or something. Like, I'm pretty surprised by Cow there. But how many points is Big Country? The Big Country is 6. 6-point Big Country. I feel like I'm still winning because, like, I should have a 60, and I feel like my opponents don't have quite 60, but I guess I'm not sure because, like, yeah, again, my animal score wound up worse than I want. My crop score wasn't quite as good. Like, not getting the animal pairs was pretty brutal this game for me. Yeah, Bulldozer's game's really good too. Again, it turns out that if you start player for somebody a ton of times, that turns out pretty good. And then, yeah, Bulldozer made a great farm. He got to hit House Steward. The breeding sheep with the breeding sheep with domestician and sheepwalker also just really good. Um, so obviously, like that part was really nice. Again, like I maybe should. It turns out I maybe should have swept his sheep because like sweeping his sheep would have been pretty fun. That would have like really messed with his game, but I didn't do that. So I mean, we'll see. 61 for me, as you think, or 61 for Bulldozer? Because that's the scary part. Bulldozer has 7 points better in house. Bulldozer has +3 in grain, so that's +10. He's gonna have +2 in cows, is like +12. His offboard is not that much worse than me. God, yeah, actually, Bulldozer might just be beating me. That's crazy, but good for him. Like a big house game, just winning. I didn't even like a couple of his moves, but I mean, getting to grow second and getting the huge sheep grab's great. Maybe I did start player for him once or twice, right? Like I start playing from quite a bit in the mid game. I wonder if there was a way to not help him quite as much, but yeah, who knows? Whatever. Overthinking it's not going to get me anywhere. We're just going to play our game. If he wins every single one of those annoying SP, instant becomes validated. He becomes my hero. I don't actually think he hurt my score much, and also I totally disagree with that. Like I think it's really like an annoying notion. Like I see this in gaming a lot, but like people act like the result is all that matters, but your decisions matter a lot too. Like even if Bulldozer wins, like great, but like it doesn't instantly mean all of his decisions were correct or that everything he did was validated. Like, also, it turns out that he didn't actually cost me any points here, right? Like, I have pulled off my ideal sequence, so like he hasn't actually slowed me down. But did I know that Bulldozer is Lushkin? I did not, but that's cool. Yeah, Bulldozer has 10 offboard. 59 for red. Red is 61. Yeah, see that's the thing. I think you guys are lower. I think Bulldozer is gonna beat me. My rough counts have Bulldozer probably ahead of me at this point now. Hide Farmer for Acerbic. That's why he's been pushing so hard here. But Hide Farmer, yeah, doesn't quite save him. He misses. He missed on the boar. Yeah, the boar cost him. He grew second, and the big breeding sheep grab. The breeding was super good. His second growth was on the fourth queue. I'm not sure. His second growth was somewhere in there. What am I doing? Yeah, it grows later. Sometimes a bunch of good players results in hideous scores. Oh yeah, no, our scores here are crazy though. Like everybody's scores are crazy. Nobody really got in each other's way, and everybody did insane things. The other thing, to be fair, Bulldozer. The other thing that went great for Bulldozer this game is like, look at what he did. Like he built all these rooms out of just wood. Like, how does he have this much wood? Well, he's sitting after a guy that mushroom collected and left tons of wood actions for Bulldozer all game, right? Like, that is the other slight danger of what I've done. I've left so much wood for Bulldozer this game. But yeah, 2 points separate us? I'm not sure, but yes, hit confirm. I know I'm getting there. I'm sorry. He got a lot from Carrot. Yeah, Carrot Museum, he did wind up playing, like, because he had Sheepwalker, that's true. Carrot Museum turned pretty sick for him. He got quite a bit of stone, quite a bit of wood. So a lot of wood from Carrot Museum, a decent bit of wood from Private Forest, a decent amount of wood sitting behind Mushroom. I start playing from a lot in the mid game. By him, I mean I was starting for me, but really that big sheep grab was the sick thing. Like he put himself in a really precarious position, and if anybody had taken the sheep, it would have gone crazy. But also, again, the scores are zany this game. I mean, look at this. Like everybody has full farms, stone houses, everybody's max family. There's House Steward, there's Constable bonus points. Constable was hit by 3 players, House Steward stared by 2. Everybody has almost everything. Like, yeah, it is nutty. It was a nutty game. Yeah, it turns out the start player probably was fine given that he's out of actions. Yeah, it does look like that's probably true. Although the bigger argument then might be that like he probably was supposed to just take wood before his build so that he could have a guaranteed other stable. Like, you know, he might have cost himself a point or two somewhere in this game by not securing that stuff faster, but it's fine. It happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing Bulldozer's going to be about 2 ahead of me, but we'll see. He was supposed to 4-stone pottery. Yeah, that's also a good argument, right? That's true. He didn't. He for some reason didn't secure a pottery. Bulldozer annoyingly does have tiebreak on me here, right? Bulldozer has 5 resources left. I only have 4, so that or only 3 left. So that also could be annoying. Like Bulldozer has the tiebreak on me, and it could come to that. But you win by 1. You think I win by 2? Okay, I mean that'd be nice because this game was insane. There's no way you messed up your math. I mean, whatever. I don't trust that. I hope I still win by 1. I mean, this game was absolutely nuts. But I mean, yeah, Bulldozer's game's sick too. I mean, in hindsight, like Carrot Museum is sick. A lot of the other stuff went well for him. Winning House Steward is great. So whatever. Yeah, thanks for the big country. I didn't want to play the big country. Bulldozer 60. I don't. You guys can do all the math. Again, some like. I didn't do exact math. I just like eyeballed our points and assumed he's slightly ahead. But you think it's 61-60? Interesting. Sure. That would not shock me. Again, this game went stupidly well for quite a few players. Like, this is absolutely nutty. Yeah, just really nice farming by everybody. Sorry for starting so much on you, Acerbic. My hand just turned out like quite good. Like playing a lot of these cards was very important to me and was really good. But yeah, I put you last a lot, which was not good. In my defense, you didn't start player for me much, but 7-point big country, it's a 6-point big country. Early game 2, you went 4th, 3rd, 3rd. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't. It's true. You were in a rough seat, and then... I mean, to be fair, you think it's a tie? Well, tie is not good because I don't have tiebreaker. So, as I've tried to tell you, I think... I'm going to go back to I'm losing, and all of you in chat are continuing to get me too excited. Because my estimate was that Bulldozer's ahead of me. You're pretty sure it's 60-60? Don't eat wood? Oh, I should have ate 2 grain. That's fair. I could have ate 2 grain, but it also doesn't matter. I still lose tiebreaker to Bulldozer, so... But you are right. I should eat 2 grain instead of a wood. That's slightly sloppy, but it doesn't matter. You made some mistakes. Yes, that was what I was about to talk to. The big mistake you made that helped me a ton, and turns out to have really shaped this game a lot of ways too. Yes, if you get to grow first... It changes the game a lot. Bulldozer is 66. Oh my god, there's no way Bulldozer is 66. I will riot if Bulldozer has 66. You should have fenced 4 pastures, not 3, but that's pretty minor. Oh, did you not need the food from Papermaker? Or I was surprised about that. Oh, I did win! Gordon's math is to be trusted. Well done, Gordon. You claimed that you were not wrong. You had it exactly right, and you were correct. Gordon gets the gold star for the day. He always jumps in and tells people that he likes their games. I like his chat. Well done. I counted globals twice. Well, that would make more sense, Shaggy Dave, because yeah, if Bulldozer had 66, I was gonna riot. That would have been nuts. But yeah, sneaking this win feels nice. This game felt nuts. But yeah, Gordon the real MVP, nice. You forgot the stables. Look at that. For the record, everybody, this is kind of why I like hidden scores. Even all of you that claim that you can do the math pretty well and pretty quickly, and it's just tedious and annoying. I think it turns out that nobody really knows what's going on exactly, and it does create legitimate uncertainty, which leads people to taking different actions. And so, yeah. Prosperous farming for all? Oh, yeah, I mean, this game was insane, though. Part of why you didn't want to play big countries because you first picked Plowman. And Loki, seriously, stop. I'm doing my stuff. Seriously, moldboard, swinglebow, turn rest, hand plow. Oh yeah, you never claimed to do math. That's fine. Great game, well played. Blah blah. This is like you like why show score. Oh no, I enjoyed the other stuff. Fun to watch. Yeah, no, this game was fun. This like having everything go correctly was pretty sweet, and figuring out this like game plan during the draft was pretty fun. Of just be like, oh, we were gonna go wood cart into a big house. Oh, wait, we get past big country. Fine, we just have to take it. Maybe we'll do a 2-point or 3-point big country. It is a constable game. Oh, wait, we have a turn rest plow. Maybe we can do something. Oh, wait, we have a swing plow. But yeah. Anyhow, no, I agree. Cerbic, like this game got kind of nuts because like yeah, again, this draft was like perfect. Like once you passed me big country and swing plow and I already had wood cart, it's like, oh well, wait a sec, I can like grow, spam the wood spots with mushroom to feed myself until I play big country. I mean, actually, again, mushroom was a feeding engine this game, everybody. The only food source I had this game was mushroom, joinery, and well food, right? I think that's the only food that I had. Well, joinery, and mushroom. Yeah, that literally is my only food. I don't think I took a food action either. I think I fed the whole game with mushroom, which is kind of nutty. You were sad you never got Carrot Museum. Yeah, it started with Mushroom Collector. Is a card you are not happy to get. Mushroom Collector. Yeah, no, it's fun. Drafting the Mushroom Collector was also fun. It was kind of unexpected, but yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean the big country was nuts. Oh, the big country food. Yeah, sorry. I did play a card for 12 food. I did play a card for 12 food. Thanks, chat. Yeah, thanks, chat. It wasn't all mushroom collector. Mushroom collector's not an entire feeding engine. 35 wood from the board. It's pretty hilarious. Like, given how much wood I had to have injected, taking 35 wood from the board as well is intriguing to me. Yeah, 22 wood from cards this game. Although 18 and 16 from these guys too. Like so much wood. So much wood. Bulldozer's Carrot Museum gave him some stuff there. Yeah, 39 food from cards though. So this is 5 well food, take it to 34, and then it's 12 big country food. So 22 mushroom. We mushroomed 11 times. An 11-time mushroom collector. Boom. It's good times. That means that our wood cart was, yeah, what? The wood cart, oh yeah, the wood cart got used 9 times. So a 9-time wood cart, and then the other 4 was constable. Joinery, yeah, I know, I listed joinery. Joinery's down here too. I did eat wood in the joinery as part of how we got food. But yeah. Well, anyhow, that was fun. That was cool that worked. I know we're kind of sick of big country games, but I think this sort of big country is at least a little more interesting than just stupidly doing the 2-point thing. And it was really interesting. Like, so our opponents had actually reasonable counterplay to our big country. Like, I got the nuts because I got to grow first and everything. Like, this big country hand doesn't win if I don't luckily, like, just get growth first and 5 and stuff, probably. But it's hard to say. You think this big country is fine? I'm not totally sure big country is still fine. Like, I still won partly because of big country, right? Like, I played into it, I used it. I think you still can. Again, it also depends a lot on the draft format. Like, we're playing draft. I'm playing draft separate. I think it's way more acceptable in draft separate. But when you draft them together, then you can first pick the big country and all your ox can automatically support it. Whereas this hand, I was drafting ox thinking I was doing big house stuff, and then I got fed a big country. I'm like, wait, can this hand be reworked? Can it work? I mean, I dropped furniture here, which is kind of crazy, but oh yeah, it's totally fine to think it should be banned. Like, yeah, I played well and I barely won, but like maybe to be fair, maybe I win this game if I plan the big house stuff. I probably just keep 4 and 8, and then I get gifted a swing plow, and I just play like a big family game with a late rift baluster, and like I still have like nutty stuff going on a big family game probably. But yeah, in draft together though, I think big country's a lot better. Like, I don't know, I think it's reasonable to ban, but it's so hard. You would support it being banned just because you never want to be in a game with it. Yeah, it's so hard. Like, banning big country is reasonable to me. What I'm really curious about is, like, the next time we get a stats dump, what the stats on it again show. Because, like, previously the stats were right on the edge of if it should be bannable. And Tiller was also right on the edge of being bannable. Or, like, Tiller was over the edge of being bannable. So, like, I'm really interested in those 2 cards. Like, I'm really paying attention to Tiller and big country. And they do still win a lot, so we'll have to see in time. But yeah, getting the updated stats would be great. I agree. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I want the updated stats so then we can do stuff. But Bulldozer would have won if they didn't screw up feeding. Oh, interesting. Did he eat incorrectly? I wasn't paying close enough attention at that point, but that is interesting. Do we know what the format for next arena? Not for sure, but I think the format is draft 8 together with CD. So, but yeah. You were surprised I didn't sweep the sheep in round 6. Yeah, so sweeping the sheep kills Bulldozer, but it slows down my whole big country and like my whole tempo on everything. And so it's tricky. At that point, I looked at Bulldozer's game and I'm like, do I have to sweep his sheep? And I'm like, I don't know if I do. Now, it turns out in the end, maybe, because I agree. The sheep sweep would have killed Bulldozer's game, but it would have cost me a couple of points. That's why it took you 3 minutes. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't, but you think cards that give food are strong and low elo because nobody figures out feeding that influence? Oh, I agree, Gordon. I mean, the stats are influenced by a lot of things. He should have sown a grain and baked 2 instead of sowing veg. Just lost 3 food. Ah, interesting, Gray. Yeah, that is interesting. But yeah. Anyhow, the sheep sweep was like, you would have swept the sheep if he tried to greed out double grow, but he was never taking. Yeah, he chose not to take that kind of risk because he was smart. I mean, I agree. I was like sitting there like, if he tries to double grow, somebody then sweeps his sheep. But prior to that, I'm just like, sweeping sheep was such a like, it was such a tempo killing move. Like, it really was basically a thrown away move for me. Now, given that it turned out I took a single sheep action, like maybe it was fine. But like my big country definitely becomes a round 9 big country if I do that. But maybe I get 1 extra pasture. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to like figure that stuff out, right? Like the game goes so dramatically differently. Bulldozer like really dies if I take a sheep. He has to take so many bad feeding actions. How does that impact the rest of you? It turns out maybe it was good for me, but it's so hard to know in the mid game, you know, who you should be sheep sweeping and why. Now, again, given that it turned out that he whipped out Sheepwalker and Carrot Museum, this is a first pick Carrot Museum. So I don't know about this. If I know that I passed him Carrot Museum Sheepwalker, maybe I think about it a little more too. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I think about it that much though. Yeah, but oh well. Anyhow, yeah, this was a fun game. This was nutty. It's exciting. It's always fun to just get these 60-point games, even at high elo tables, and just have like everything break right. First action of the game, Mushroom Collector. Boom, we've learned it. Too powerful. No, really, I do think Mushroom Collector plus Woodcart, though, is like a pretty decent combo. Especially if you get to grow early. Like, you just get a lot of wood. Furnisher, like, I do think my big house game plan works pretty well this game. The biggest concern is the read for me, but given that Brushwood and Wood Barterer kind of got played, I probably get away with a big house strat this game also, but yeah, who knows? It's very different, so, oh well. Yeah, blocking is super dangerous. I agree. Like, blocking is so dangerous, so you were looking for it after the Oct draft. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. Okay, well, anyhow, thanks all for hanging out. I should really head off and go have dinner. We had a lot of viewers here at the end, so yeah, that was cool. It's been a big day of Agricola streaming. If people aren't aware, Northern Watch was streaming. That was cool. You can check him out at Northern Watch. Lumen always streams. Hijinks Jan's been streaming. He has a minor video out. Me, Chris Ho, and Lumen will probably finally get our minor video out soon. Otherwise, I play in the Fire 2 tournament on Wednesday, so that'll be a cool time. But otherwise, yeah, this is a really fun game. Thanks all for hanging out. This one was really fun. Loki, seriously. Yeah, this one was really fun. So thanks all. See you around.